PCRadiolive.com.
Yo, what's the deal, y'all? It's your boy QDZ.
What up, everybody? I'm Fateen.
And I'm Aja.
And we're Kindred the Family Soul.
What up, world? It's your boy Young Steph.
Hey, yo, it's mobbing. You know what time it is. It's your boy Tone Trump.
What's going on, y'all? It's Chill Moody, West Philadelphia's own Mr. Nice Things himself.
You already know you rocking with the #1 internet radio station.
On PC Radio Live.
PCRadiolive.com. The livest place in the world. PC Radio Live, man. If you ain't up on this, you ain't up on nothing, man. Check us out every day. 24 hours they streaming. New music, new interviews, real niggas, beautiful women. What more can you ask for? If they ain't hating, you ain't winning. Let's win. PC Radio Live.
Well, welcome back to Creating Harmony with Chef Marcee. We're on the road today. I'm down here at PCRadiolive.com. I was on air this morning. So since they were on my back and wanted to see if a chef really can produce, I got to show them what I can do in the kitchen. So I brought the whole kitchen outside out here. So we're on. You drive by, come by, whatever you want to do, come check us out. So I'm going to do a roasted, what do we have? Acorn squash, butternut squash hash with sweet potatoes, and then I'm going to do a brioche French toast with pecan flavored milk. So whenever you guys are ready, I'm going to start and we can get this popping. So is somebody going to interview me? What are we going to do to pass this time for this? I have both of my pans on here. I have them on medium high, and we're going to get ready to start. So I normally have all kinds of special concoctions in here. So I have a little bit of compound butter with maple syrup and cinnamon, and I'm going to get both of my pans on. So I'm going to add a little bit of butter to my first one, and we're going to get the hash started. So I have whole butter, and I have some squash and things here. So some of the stuff is already chopped. Some of my squash is already chopped and some of it isn't. So once we get that all together, we're going to get ready to get started. So I tell everybody, what's in season is the squashes and, you know, zucchinis and things. So that's kind of what I've been working with. So I have a little bit of acorn squash. I have a little bit of pumpkin in here. And I also have a little bit of spaghetti squash.
Each and every week right here, 7 to 8, right before the football game. It's your boy Marcee, MFM. It's your boy. Allah.
My butter's getting all nice and brown. Oh, right in front of my face.
So, what we doing?
We got it all going on here. So I have some white sweet potato. Interesting. Let me back up off me.
Well, I just want to come in and help out. This your boy, big exclusive from
when
the
you get
Crush
on there, I might have to elbow you or something like, you know what it is.
Most women want me on them. I'm a big teddy bear. You know what I mean?
That's what they call this?
Yeah.
Just good loving and good eating?
Yeah, see? You want to contribute to that, right?
Absolutely.
All right. It's your boy, big exclusive from the Crush Roll Morning Show. We had Chef Marcee on the show this morning. Decided to come out. We was talking a lot of junk. So she's like, look, I'm ready. Just like the rappers, she got her 16 locked and loaded. She got the pans, the butter, and right now she's peeling some
white sweet potato.
White sweet potato, okay?
Yes, white
So I'm going to try not to be too much in the way, but we're going to ask her some questions while she's doing her cooking demo.
Absolutely. You want to hold the compost?
Compost, right here.
Ah, yes, compost. If I make it all in
don't waste nothing. It's going back to the earth already, okay?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, compost you usually use for
gardens. Farmers markets.
Farmers markets.
Compost is also good for fertilizing. So I have my brown butter in here. I'm going to add a little bit of my squash.
So while you cooking, I'm just ask you some questions.
Absolutely.
The passion
you ready
for
the
cooking.
answer? You ready for the answer?
Yeah, the passion for cooking. Where did it come from?
It came from my mother, my grandmother. My mother has 5 children, so that's all she did was cook. You know, and we didn't eat out. So she made 2 meals a day. You were on your own for lunch. You want to turn it up for me? Turn it up to about 6.
This is
Oh, what is
At
it?
6. It's at 6 now. You know what I mean?
Look at him sauteing like he like.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
know
all
a
in the
little
wrist.
something. I
Let
know a
me show
little
you.
something.
So
right?
it's all in the wrist. To flip in the pan, it's all in the wrist. See?
She got height on hers.
Yeah, it's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist.
And as you can
that's
see,
where
while
my
she
passion comes
chopping,
from.
her fingers are underneath. She's
Called
not
the
going
claw.
to lose any fingers.
It's called the claw.
All right? Protect your hands while using that knife.
I mean, but we as chefs have accidents. We really do. I've had, what, 12 stitches so far in my career. I had 12 stitches. No, I had 10 here. And then I had 2 here a couple weeks ago. So that's what happens
Now,
sometimes.
normally that comes from rushing when you're in the kitchen. Were you rushing or
Absolutely.
just not? Okay.
No, most of the knife cuts that happen in the kitchen happen with dull knives.
Okay,
Because you're
right.
using so much force with the knife that it causes it to slip. You want to go ahead and flip up? We're going to add some salt and pepper.
Look at the height on her salt and pepper.
Ah, you don't want it. I have a little bit of a cumin,
Y'all see Big
cinnamon,
Exclusive?
nutmeg, and some sugar in the raw.
Now, sugar in the raw, also referred to as turbinado sugar.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
I know a little something.
oh, fancy. Okay,
See me? I got a little height on mine as well.
Okay, so while he's like mixing all that up and making sure that gets all nice and good, I'm gonna have, of course I have a brioche French toast for this. There's no other thing that we can possibly have. So I have the French toast. We'll cut them in half. Since there's a few of us here, I think I'll make them all. So, cut them in half.
So
You got some angry neighbors coming down here. Everybody stopping to look because it's all, you know, new and
They're
exclusive.
not used to seeing cooking demos live on the street. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm about that life.
Right. She pop up and cook anywhere. All right? Talk a little bit about the show.
My show.
Love our show.
Creating Harmony with Chef Marcee with a K. My show is really exciting, especially because artists get a platform to talk about what they do for a living, to talk about their event, and talk about their movement. And what I'm trying to create is the movement of artists being able to be heard, to be seen, compost, to be heard, to be seen. So I have a little bit of ginger to it. I'm going to add the ginger in there too. So that'll give it a little bit of spice and a little bit of kick. And you guys know the trick to doing ginger is with the spoon. Okay, thank you. I got a nice little handy helper here.
Yes, I'm trying. Try not to be too much in the way.
Yeah. So the premise of my show is to give artists a chance to, you know, talk about stuff, to talk about their movement, to talk about what's important to them. So I like the fact that artists come on, they get the chance to be in a kitchen with me, they talk about their music, their photography, their artistry, their drawing, whatever it is they do.
And you have not just hip-hop artists, right?
All artists.
All artists.
All artists. All artists. Because, you know, we're trying to put Philly on the map. And part of putting Philly on the map means that you guys do not want to just be known for music. I want to be known for my artistry, for my strokes, for my graphic art, for my t-shirt, for my sculpting, for my canvas painting, whatever it is that you do. That's what you want to be known for. Why do we have to kind of sit in a box? So I'm going to clean out this bowl here. And actually I did this yesterday. So there is a lot of scraps in here too that I got.
It's all about preparation, people.
Absolutely. And I lost the lemon.
Man down. Thanks to Rima. Rima got it.
I lost the lemon. Yeah. So in here, in my bowl, I'm going to start making my egg custard. And I'm going to put these in my container under here. So, and I'm going to use the pomegranate a little later to show you guys what else can happen with pomegranate.
Pomegranate or Chinese apples is what we used to call them in the hood. Chinese apples. What y'all know about Chinese apples?
Yo, you're listening to PCRadiolive.com.
It's Black, the nice man, on the ones and twos, straight from the Ville.
Okay, so next we're going to make the custard. My hash is going on. We got the ginger, we got the acorn squash, spaghetti squash, and some white sweet potatoes. We have the nutmeg, cinnamon, and sugar in the raw. So that's what's in there. And we have a little bit of butter in the bottom. So I'm going to have you take the light cream, put a little bit of light cream in there.
All right, you just tell me when to stop.
Absolutely.
I'm a little heavy hand.
Oh, my goodness.
They don't call me big enough.
Right there.
So people, don't be afraid to use fresh ingredients. You said she got the fresh ginger, you know what I mean, the cinnamon, the nutmeg.
So this is one of my secrets to making flavor French toast. So I have the brown butter pecan Bailey's cream. We're going to pour that in there.
Brown butter.
I'm going to flip. I can smell it. You smell it?
Yeah.
Smell it? never lie. So you see how we
And
started.
what you're smelling is the caramelization from that raw sugar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And raw sugar has a better depth of flavor, a little more molassesy, right? If that's a word, molassesy.
And you can create them words all the time.
This is all stuff I'm learning from Chef Marcee, you know what I mean? Compost.
Okay, so we're going to put 3 eggs in here.
Y'all can't see me, but this dude did a lot of studying. I can tell.
It's not about studying. I like to cook
So
myself.
now that we're smelling that, we want to make sure that that sugar don't burn, because burnt sugar is not a good
Right, so you want to keep it moving, right?
Keep it moving, and we're going to deglaze real quick.
All right.
So we're going to add, I have 100% coconut water.
Okay.
Part of imparting flavor, meaning you cook with flavor, you do not cook with water. So we're going to turn it up to about 8, because I want that to reduce and get all thick and syrupy and create that little thing that's going on there.
So what happens in reduction is the water that's in the liquid
my walking
starts
dictionary.
to evaporate,
And
you
what
understand? And it gets thicker, syrupy almost. You know what I mean?
So I have my 2 light heavy cream, and I have my bay leaves in here. So I'm going to whip those. And if you can add a little bit of that right there. So that's cinnamon, nutmeg, and sugar in a raw.
One more?
Yep.
Tell me when to stop.
There we go. And also in there, we're going to add a little bit of red pepper flake.
Just a pinch, just for some heat, right?
Yes, just for some heat. So we have the contrast. I also have some light brown sugar that I'm going to add to my custard too. But do you like breakfast?
I love breakfast.
Oh.
My most important meal of the day and my favorite meal of the day.
That must be a man thing of liking breakfast. Because my episode with Sco was breakfast, and then as all the boys started talking, it's like, oh, I wish I had breakfast. I wish I had breakfast.
You know why? Because, first of all, breakfast is simple. It's quick, straight to the point. And there's not so many variations on breakfast, you know what I mean? And breakfast is good any time of the day, not just for breakfast.
I'm going to add a little bit of pure vanilla here.
Speaking of breakfast, would you consider this a brunch item or strictly a breakfast item?
This is going to be similar to the items that I'm going to have on the brunch this Sunday.
Okay.
It's going to just be a tweak of a little bit of over here. And then the flavor, I'm going to do a orange scented French toast. So it's this little...
So it's either orange blossom oil or orange extract or orange peel for that matter.
Let me upgrade you a little bit. Let me upgrade you a little bit so you think that you...
I'm just curious. I want to know.
There's this thing called a crystallized orange skin.
Crystallized orange skin. And how do they crystallize?
So they dehydrate the skin, so that little thin layer of zest, and then they put them in, they dehydrate it, and then as it's dehydrating and the moisture's coming out, they season it with sugar, salt, sugar, salt, sugar, salt. So you have the spiciness and you have the sweetness.
This is smelling fantastic.
So we're
this
gonna
is smelling extremely well.
I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in here.
So tell me, it's a lot of shows on like Food Network and all those other stuff. What do you plan on bringing different to the cooking game?
Me? All these hosts are not as pretty as I am.
They most certainly not.
No, but all jokes aside, no, I really want to upgrade, the palate of our urban community, because we don't know anything besides that Chinese store on the corner, and we're so non-adventurous with our palate. But we want the world. So we want to say, oh, I'm about that life, and what do McMills call it? Levels to this?
There's levels to this.
But there's no levels because you don't even know what the levels are.
Right.
You know what I mean? So French toast is going to go in.
So don't be afraid to explore new foods and flavors and flavor profiles and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's what my goal ultimately is just to upgrade the palate. Let them know that all that stuff you guys see on TV with the top chefs and the Hell's Kitchens, and you guys can actually have that in your kitchen. And this is how you can go about doing it.
Now, speaking of the top chefs and
Turn that up a little bit for me.
What do you want? 4?
Yep.
All right. Speaking of the top chefs and the Chopped and all, would you ever consider doing one of those shows?
Yes, I would. I really want to do Chopped. That's the show that I really want to do, because any chef can cook from what they pre-made for them and what's already in front of them, but to have a mystery basket.
Right, you don't know what your protein is, your vegetables, and it could be anything.
That's the true test. That's what the test is.
Right.
So how are we looking at those vegetables? Are they tender?
They're getting there.
Okay.
They're getting there, and the sauce is thickening up nicely. And it smells
So
fantastic. I wish you
taste
had
it.
smell-o-vision, okay? Because if you could
I'll
smell
give you
this,
my tasting spoon, and you need to taste it to see if it needs any salt, sugar, make sure everything is all balanced there.
and be careful when you're tasting anything that's been
Hot.
reduced with sugar. It's like lava in your mouth, so be careful, okay?
So you'll decide whether you need sugar, salt, spice.
I think that's fantastic the way it is. I don't think it needs anything else.
I don't know. Let me try this.
Go for it.
You guys know in my bowl of spoons I always have soap and water, so that's how I kind of wash everything, make sure everything is good. We're not double dipping
Butter
over
is shining
here.
through. The spices are great, and I don't like overly sweet because you're gonna have the compound butter. So that to me tastes fantastic.
What is wrong with your palate?
What is wrong with it? What does it need?
My goodness. What
Tastes good to me.
Hey, what are you doing there?
See, now she want to have somebody burning the tongue on.
No. Once you balance the flavors, the tongue tastes the sweet, salty, savory, and bitter. So you have to be able to compose all those things.
Old school bangers. Old school bangers. Each and every Sunday.
Rocksteady show each and every Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. on the #1 internet radio station, PCRadiolive.com.
Spaces with you real quick.
Switch
Because I need to fix what you got going on over here. So
you never had the maple syrup, and that tastes buttery. I like it like that. So the French toast is ready to be flipped.
So
I'm going to try and do that without screwing it up.
Ah, we got some great caramelization.
Beautiful
here.
there.
Yeah. But you can make French
and that's
toast.
caramelization. It's not burnt, okay? Caramelization is what?
I'm gonna
the
reach
natural
over.
sugars and
Yep,
stuff.
the natural sugars are released.
And they brown up.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. That looks good. That looks great.
Mm-hmm. So let me try this again and see where we are. There we go. Actually, I need to. So I tell
Now, is
people all
that
the
the way
time.
you finish it with the cream?
Yep. I tell people all the time, food is very, very, very forgiving. It really is. So if you find something that's salty, you can always kind of balance it out with the sweet. And we're gonna let the SEPTA bus go by. So I guess this is what happens when you're out here and the elements on the street like this
Right, it
pop
get
up.
real out here.
It gets real
out here.
Yeah, so anytime the elements are off with the salt, the sweet, the savory, you can always kind of balance it back out.
Right.
So we're going to turn that off, and we're going to let that keep going. Actually, I'm going to turn it on simmer, so it can just kind of still reduce.
And you can also help, if something is over salted, you can use dairy to help
balance
bring
it out.
down the salinity.
But also
a little
be mindful that the dairy can break, so don't let it come up too fast too quickly. I was in the kitchen with Mont Brown, and I was making an Alfredo cream sauce, and my sauce
one of my favorites.
And he was like, "What are you going to do?" I said, "Well, listen, I was built for this.
Right.
Let me show you what we do." And I started moving in the kitchen, and they were just like, it got completely quiet, and I didn't realize it. And I look back, and they're all like, "Did she just really?" I'm like, "This is what we do."
Way is to save the sauce. So how did you save it?
I didn't save it.
Okay.
I built the sauce on the fly. So immediately I take more heavy cream, some Parmesan Reggiano cheese, a little bit of sour cream, and a little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay.
So yeah.
So stop buying the stuff in the jar, people. Fresh is always,
it's so
always
easy. It's
better.
so easy. So easy. So easy. You want to make the last 4 pieces? I'll take those and not. You can dump those.
Yep, absolutely.
So we're going to take the first round of French toast out. So when I plate these ones on here, I'm going to put that compound butter in between. So compound butter is just when you let butter get soft, you can add anything you want to it.
Right.
So I added some maple syrup, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and a little bit of allspice. So I'm going to put more butter in here for you. You can go ahead and swirl around.
Okay.
Oh, look at him, got all fancy. Got the wrist work going.
I
think, are men all good with wrist work? Because I know you guys get a lot of experience at, you know.
That's strong.
So go ahead and dip it in. So while he's doing that, I'm going to put the butter on these ones already.
So the important thing when you're making French toast is to what?
To watch the sugar.
To watch the sugar.
To watch the sugar. Because I think the bees smell all the sweetness we got going on here. Because sugar can burn rather quickly. And I don't think people realize that. So once you have that happen, it's really easy to go from caramelized to burnt very, very, very fast. Very fast. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to give my first round of tasting out. So we have Dazzy here. We have, I'm thinking, Rima. I thought it was, no, why did I think it was something with diamonds?
Unclaimed diamond.
I knew it. I'm like, wait, I know it's
We
something.
can't afford
Unclaimed
Rima.
diamonds.
So, right.
So she fancy over there. She's
Right.
like, I'm trying to get the bling and nothing less. She coming
Right.
for y'all. Now, I
Raymond
don't
says she needs at least 3 carats.
Absolutely.
3 carats
To
of
tell
that.
her you worth it. Like, I can hold my own.
How about we just give her the French toast?
How you gonna cut her short like that?
I'm not cutting her short.
My goodness.
But the best way to a person is through their stomach, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
And get up in them
That's the
guts.
board in the background
So you
talking.
get up,
if
you
y'all
get up there
didn't know.
in them guts. Is
Yeah.
that what you just said?
That's how you.
It's a morning show or what?
My goodness.
So special friend to the show, the Crush Room Morning Show. We got Raymond, the Unclaimed Diamond. She's gonna come in here and do some tasting along with Dazzy. He has the work hard, play hard shirt on. We've been talking about food all morning.
All morning. I'm about
She
to
deserved to have.
Dazzy's gonna run in there and get the tray of forks and knives. Here's yours.
Right.
Can I be ghetto and just eat it?
Right over there.
And just
We're gonna bring Raymond
Since
in
we all
here.
around the way, can I just go ahead and just...
you can go in for it. Dive in. Dive
That
in.
looks so good.
Dive in.
It smells fantastic. So I'm gonna
And I'm
check
not
this
normally a
French
French
toast.
toast.
Absolutely. I love having a man in the kitchen. This is good.
Hey.
I can walk off. I can be all fancy. Oh, cool. I like
I'm gonna make sure it gets done right.
I like this.
So you want her to come back on the Crush Roll Morning Show? You know, bring breakfast hand there.
Only when they treat me right. Do I get special treatment?
Did we treat you right today?
I need special.
Hey, listen, you are special.
Oh my
You are
God.
special.
It's so good.
Thank
Raymond,
you.
so what do you think?
So good. I'm not a French toast fan. This is so good.
And she just converted you, huh?
Yes.
And it's funny because a lot of people don't have butternut squash, the acorn squash. They don't know what to do with it. It is a way to
I'm
make it
fine
sweet
with squash.
and safe. Yeah, that's what that is.
Butternut squash and white sweet potato.
Delicious.
Butternut squash and white sweet potato.
And what's the ratio on this?
That's my
Sugar.
special.
I'm happy still. I'm happy still.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel this. I'm taking this.
Let me turn everybody off before we start really having some burning going on here. Normally when I make concoctions like that, so it's normally 3 to 1. So 3 cinnamon, some 1 nutmeg, and 1 allspice.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess I'll make your plate next since you was back here slaving away.
Hey, listen, this is what I do. You know what I mean? I work hard so I can eat, okay? I know you gotta earn everything in life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Excuse me if I don't talk. I'm just really focused on this right now. Sorry.
So Raymond, what do you like about the flavor profile? Like, what are you getting first on your palate?
I'm getting a hint of cinnamon. It's not too sweet. I'm not a nutmeg fan. I know she added nutmeg. I don't taste it. I taste the spice of the bell pepper. Just a little hint. It's good. It's just good.
And that's definitely different for me having, you know, something spicy in the morning. I'm not accustomed to that. So I'm anxious to see. And you said something about on the show earlier today about spice and how it helps you.
It helps with the circulation and it also helps with your gut. So we in the industry, meaning anybody's industry, whether it's artist, a musician, a lawyer, we deal with stress in a certain way. And sometimes stress manifests in our stomach. And we can have like
So
digestion.
I'm always stressed out.
No, we're talking about digestive
Too many
issues.
jobs.
So we use that as a way to kind of help our stomach relax and help calm us out. So here we go. All right. So I guess I'll make our cameraman back there. He's chilling. He put up his finger.
Good morning. Start your mornings with the Breakfast of Champions. Philadelphia's #1. PCRadiolive.com.
Good morning, birds. Good morning, trees. Oh, what a lovely day. The sun's so big, it hurts my eyes. But really, that's okay.
PCRadiolive.com.
So I'm going to take a bite of this and try it for myself. I'm a hard critic too. I'm lying, I'm easy.
Really? That's what you want to say?
Look at mine. I get that special pomegranate. Check it out.
Wait,
That's not fair. I know.
I'm about to get. I'm coming.
Hey, I help with the cooking now.
So what?
I'm coming. Because the pomegranate is a natural flavor, and that's
But
why I
mine,
like
well,
it.
I don't know. Mine's gone. So
I know, really.
I killed it.
Because the pomegranate has that juiciness in it.
First of all,
And it's
this
tart.
is fantastic, okay?
Oh, what do you call it? Chinese apple?
Mm-hmm.
Chinese apple?
That little addition to the pomegranate, when you taste that with the sweet and that burst of citrus contrast,
Oh, somebody got all fancy using them big words. Citrus compound. But you know what? As a chef, when it gets quiet, that's always the best sign. Because everybody's so busy focused on their food. And I enjoyed being in the studio with you guys.
we enjoyed having you, as you can see.
I'm always, welcome to new adventures. And this is my first time doing this. So now I'm doing this here, and this is, my grand opening of what this is going to be, the Food Cypher coming in 2014. Now that I know it is tangibly possible to make this happen.
Absolutely. And we're tangibly available to do it, all right?
So Philly, definitely get
Guest
ready.
judges,
2014, we're going to have the midnight barbecues popping off. We're going to choose a block throughout each part of the city, block it off, get the chefs out there, get the cooks out there. People in there, who told me they had a famous barbecue sauce that was worth? Oh yeah, our cameraman.
That's
so he can get out there and he can show off his barbecue sauce, and I can show him how we really do it in the kitchen and upgrade his sauce.
And please, make sure you go follow at Chef Marcee. That's at CHF. It's going to be at the bottom of the screen anyway, but CHF. MARCEE. That's on Twitter and on Instagram.
Absolutely.
Right? Follow
Thank
her.
you guys. It was
pay
always
attention.
a pleasure.
Watch her show. Watch her show. All right.
Watch my show.
There's Marcee Jackson on the YouTube. Subscribe, comment, ask her to do different stuff on different episodes. If you got something out there that you would like her to reinvent or show you how to make sure you ask Chef Marcee. Okay?
And I can fix your recipes. I can help you out with overcooking anything. Any questions, I'm more than welcome. And if your questions are really great, I will bring you on for an episode that I can physically show you how to upgrade and fix whatever problems you're having in the kitchen. Because that's what I'm here for.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much for having me. And they're going to finish eating.
I'm done.
PC Radio. Make sure y'all tune into the Crush Roll Morning Show each and every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. That's at PCRadiolive.com. Take us on the go with you. Download that TuneIn app. Search PCRadiolive.com.
Everybody's quiet.
And take us any and everywhere. Chef Marcee, big exclusive. Dazzy, Rima. Shout out to the Ward and PCRadiolive.com. Chef Marcee.
This is Carolina Slim, and DJ Truth is taking over the internet. Get willing to get ran over, and that's the truth.
PCRadiolive.com.
Hell yeah, hey DJ, bring that back.
Hell yeah, hey DJ, bring that back.